Here we go.
It was a series of gruesome murders that spread fear across California. When Richard Ramirez was finally apprehended by an angry mob in Los Angeles on August the 31st, 1985, it brought to an end one of the most prolific murderers in U.S. history. Nicknamed the Night Stalker, the Satan-worshipping serial killer had terrorized the state of California for 14 months, claiming at least 13 victims. San Francisco detective Frank Balzon met Ramirez face-to-face 4 years after his conviction, September 1989.
That's what people have to realize.
Frank worked hard to help capture Ramirez after the Night Stalker murders reached the San Francisco Bay Area in August 1985.
I served 22 years in the San Francisco homicide detail. Numerous cases were rolled.
Elixir, the secret of the eternal path, a prize sought by the suburbs of home. Among them was the first emperor of the Qin, who lusted for immortality. The result of this quest contained the forbidden medicine as a catastrophe. The elixir's power proved overwhelming. And in the years following the Dynasty's demise, it continued to exert a shadowy influence on conflicts and political operations. Many moons pass, and the Han Empire faces its final days. In these dark times, Elixir once again threatens to become the catalyst that awakens the dragons lying dormant across our land.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Bear witness to the power of your young brother. The world shall soon bask in the majesty of the yellow heaven. Bring prosperity for all.
Oh Lord. Oh. Uh-oh.
But seriously, it's terrible.
Oh. 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 Oi. Oh. Oh no.
They will never let you know about. To her credit, she really tries to get him to focus.
Did you tell Morsetti?
But he's having none of it.
Well, we have literally 2 governments inside of government. Nobody would have thought. 20 years ago, I would have told them what's going to happen now. Lied to them. What they've done to my country.
Thank you.
We then
For saving me.
into the past, and at this point,
I'm glad you recovered from your injuries.
whatever he was talking about will soon all make sense.
When you know what I know,
I
you will know you.
Then you have never seen David Seagal movie before, because his crazy old man rant has nothing to do with anything.
2 governments inside of government.
So now we're in Cambodia, and Seagal's team is trying to bring down a gang that kills people for their organs to sell on the black market.
She's here, red dress.
Seagal clearly
Oh,
has no
cool.
idea what the CIA does,
Whatever, I guess we're going with it. We are 10 minutes into the movie, and this guy getting hit in the
Oh,
nuts
Lord.
is the smartest thing that has happened.
Oh, cool.
The MO is for
Oh, she's a
this
biggin'.
hooker to lure men to a hotel room where they are then sedated
Oh,
and their
cool.
organs removed. Seagal
Oh, I like
comes
that.
up with the worst plan of
Ooh, I
all
like
time,
that.
and they send one of their guys in as bait.
What's up?
Okay, how much further? I'm gonna know some real.
And just in case you don't think this is dumb enough, their eyes are somehow cameras.
Sci-fi cam is live.
So the hooker leaves and the bad guys come in to do their job. Seagal's team slowly make their way up to the room and are in absolutely no hurry. Their teammate would have been long dead if this guy didn't waste time rubbing
I understand.
iodine all over his chest. You're cutting his heart out, you f***ing idiot. Why are you worried about him getting an infection? You know what? Whatever. It brings us to why we're all here, and that's to see how terrible and lazy the action scenes are. And Seagal does not disappoint. First, he kicks the door around shin height, since that's as high as he can get his foot now. The door goes flying off its hinges and crushes this guy. Now they arrest them, right? No, they just start executing everyone. Just blindly killing everyone in
This
the
is
room
weird.
isn't enough. They make sure to murder the getaway driver as well. Not only does she riddle him with bullets and cause him to wreck, but she continues to rain
Oh,
on
no.
his dead body until the vehicle spontaneously f***ing explodes. Back in the hotel room, the bait is now a hostage because that's literally the only possible way this terrible plan could have gone. The bad guy then realizes he's in a Steven Seagal movie and nothing has to make sense, so he shoots his only leverage.
Oh, that's so weird.
We choose safe life. Driving around is how we get a baby to sleep. So when our windshield cracked, we trusted the experts. They focus on our safety. So
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
It didn't. So the CIA tells them that that was the dumbest shit they have ever seen, and you guys can't be a group anymore.
this team is being disbanded. You will no longer work together.
Which is actually very reasonable. They all tell her to get,
You know what? You're really wasting my time.
and this guy thinks he's in a completely different movie.
I don't know where he is. Now, if we're gonna be much longer, I'm gonna need a burger or something, because I'm stunned.
Read the room, bro. We're all emotionless tree stumps here. Then we get this bizarre scene where Seagal doesn't move the entire time. I'm pretty sure he fell asleep here and nobody noticed.
Oh, this is rad.
Anyways, Seagal meets with a rich friend to ask for $5 million in order to start a business.
I'm all ears.
What business? Getting revenge on the mob boss Orsetti.
So you want revenge?
I know what you're thinking. That's not a business. Why would she ever agree to that?
You will have the money on one condition. I become a full partner in this whole deal.
Because it's a Steven Seagal movie where everybody's a f***ing idiot.
I like the sound of it.
We've then get this insane subplot where someone high up in the CIA hires an assassin to kill Seagal. Why he does this is never explained. Seagal isn't the least bit surprised about this, knows exactly who did it.
Whoa!
Move or blink the wrong way, I will kill you. I will kill your mother. I will kill your dog.
Because Seagal gives
Hey, killing the dog, that's not cool.
a free pass on trying to assassinate him. Then the guy just goes right
Oh, that's
back
cool.
to sleep like this is perfectly normal, and he's been through it 1,000 times. This whole thing is never
Wow, I like that.
So it turns out they and Orsetti have a mutual friend, and they set up a meeting with him.
I see you soon.
Why the f didn't they do that in the first place? They pretend to be interested in buying a human heart and pause to lecture us on the dark web.
Dark web is where anonymous buyers use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin to buy guns, drugs, and organs, all untraceable.
How are they CIA agents and don't know what the dark web is? If you think they're explaining it for the audience, that's bullshit, because at no point does it ever come up. So they're meeting with Arsetti to buy a heart.
Can we get this moving, please? My husband's on the steady thing. When do we get our funds?
But he surprises them, and the owner of the heart is still alive. Why? Is he just going to cut
That's
it out
wild.
and hand it to them? What is wrong with everyone in this movie?
Go ahead. Do it.
So they get into a shootout, and Arsetti takes her as a hostage. Then doesn't have her as a hostage. Then somehow she's a hostage again. You know, typical Seagal movie stuff.
Yeah.
It ends up in this ridiculous action scene, and as they're driving away, the wannabe Nicolas Cage character shoots out the bad guy's tires with very fake-looking bullets. This somehow causes it to not only go flying into the air, but also back in time and launch off this vehicle we've already seen it drive past. Twice. Luckily for the bad guy, he just happens to have a fake-looking helicopter flying around at all times, outfitted with fully automatic weapons. Seagal's not afraid though, because he has a handgun, and this movie is f***ing stupid. After thousands of rounds either missing or being stopped by a car door, one of them remembers they have a rocket launcher just sitting in the back seat, which is a perfectly
What the flying shit?
I mean, you don't? I've got mine.
Up the helicopter, he
I'm
tries
not gonna
to
brave
rip off
Providence
Die Hard, but
traffic without it. Jesus.
Another car then explodes by being shot at, which doesn't even bother you because you're just happy this train wreck is finally over. Only it's not. The bad guy who was just running away a second ago changes his mind and now thinks he can take them all out with a knife. Even though they all have guns, Seagal is worried this movie might still be watchable. It's definitely not, so he waddles his way into a dramatic knife fight that goes just how you expect. With Orsetti unable to hit the morbidly obese man just standing in front of him. Okay, it has to be over now, right? No, You remember the beginning of the movie where she was asking Seagal if he killed Orsetti?
Did you kill Gino Orsetti?
Two governments inside a government.
Just forget that ever happened, because now he disappeared after the idiotic knife fight and the CIA can't find him.
Where is Alexander?
It's happy out, Jess. It looks like you need a bit.
Where is Jake? You don't know shit. Here I go now.
Only forget that too, because they do know where he is. He's at home. Just when you think it can't get any dumber, the guy that tried to have Seagal killed earlier orders a drone strike.
Missile released.
This is crazy.
He and his wife are blown up. Again, they never tell us why. The only thing I can imagine is they shot several different endings and couldn't pick which one to use, so they just said, F it, nobody's still watching this anyways, let's just go with all of them. And this money laundering scheme, known as Seagal's movie career, keeps on moving along.
This is nuts.
Look who's back.
This is going to be a quick live. Peace and blessings from God, our Father, mighty Lord Jesus Christ.
If you're kind of new to my channel, this character is Armando Calvo, aka Christ Righteous, aka CR Ministries, aka, a number of things. His most recent handle is Christ Righteous Ministries, with a space
So is it a
between
good
Christ
game
and
or?
Righteous. So the nickname kind of makes sense to me now. It's like
I'm still customizing my character.
only the attributes what's the focus on
It's
is
crazy.
righteousness. Anyway, after messing around
Fucking
with other
serious?
areas,
Yes.
including K-pop and
Here I am thinking that you're playing it and you're
a few
just.
years ago,
Well, it started with a cutscene, so I was reacting to that.
Videos of himself street preaching, as well as music videos of himself singing or rapping over publicly available backing tracks. And he wrote a book. This is the book. I have done several videos about this book, as has YouTuber Logic, and it is the prime example.
Oh, no, not this fucking guy.
Is best known for on the internet: plagiarism.
Oh, hey, guys. That's the one I said what the big guys. Remember when we were going to play guys? So don't say guys. So I play guys, play guys, play guys.
Research. Entire paragraphs, even entire chapters of this book were listed word for word from other sources. In a page in the back of the book, he listed the authors of some of these sources, but only some of them, without making clear that he ripped off their intellectual property. Rather, he simply thanked them for the inspiration. In a subsequent edition of the book, he added a disclaimer to the title page, claiming that this book is an elaboration book in which he expounds upon other arguments, and it's not intended for plagiarism. Only there's not much elaborating or expounding going on. Mostly, as I said, he just rips up the arguments word for word without proper attribution. If I published the full text of the Da Vinci Code under my own name, with a few paragraphs of my own badly written garbage, and then on the last page I thank Dan Brown for the inspiration, then it's still plagiarism. As of this video, the book is not available to the public. More on that later. Anyway, Armando has been absent for a few months, posting only the occasional meme or short, not doing anything of substance.
No,
But a
let's
few
make
weeks
some
ago,
coffee I
he
really
posted
like.
this live stream.
Wanted to kind of
Right.
I haven't been on my channel for quite a long time. A lot of people have been asking me where have you been. A lot of people follow me on Instagram and social medias, Facebook and stuff.
You view the social media accounts you said to private after all the attention you were getting?
Well, I'm okay. For everybody wondering where I've been and what has happened to me, I am 100% okay. But I got some big news for you guys. Very big news. So first of all, I just got back from my honeymoon. I just recently got married.
Hey, congratulations. I guess this means you can start having kids now, right?
No, it figures. It really does.
What's the matter now?
All the tea and everything that goes crammed into this fucking box over
We just
here,
got back from
some of it
Hawaii,
spilled
so
out.
we went to Oahu, Hawaii. Listen, Hawaii is beautiful.
I don't know what it is about you and everybody else that if I have a system going, you guys go,
I just want to thank
no,
everybody
we
for
don't
the
like that, we're
support.
gonna fuck it
I
up
want to
now.
thank everybody.
What was the system before?
And that is the only mention of
I
the book
had
he
like
makes
a
in this
box
video.
here or
And
something
if
that
you were
I
hoping
kept.
that some type of way, some
I thought that was the box.
matrimony would make him develop a sense of personal responsibility for plagiarism, you are going to be disappointed. He still refuses to take responsibility or even show awareness that he did anything wrong with the book. The book, as I said, is no longer for sale on Hulu or anywhere else on the internet. However, according to another recent live stream he did, the book will soon be republished with some changes. What changes? Well, the cover is a lot more purple, I guess. He swapped out the background image there, and he's using different fonts. And best of all, in absurdly tiny print, he lists at least some of his sources. An incredible elaboration, he says with incredible humility, and then lists titles and authors of books as well as websites. He doesn't frame this as an admission that he did anything wrong with his plagiarism, but simply says, oh, this reflects some changes they wanted me to make, and now it's verified, they verified it, which means it's all good. Except that, as we all know by now, Hulu's verification process is an absolute joke. Nor, as far as I can tell, and like I said, it's absurdly tiny print against the busy background, did he credit every source that logically that I caught him plagiarizing from. However, though, on the off chance you ever actually watch this video, what he's done here makes your work a little bit closer to not being plagiarism, but unless you've massively reworked the interior of your book as well, it's still plagiarism. In order to not be plagiarism, you have to, at minimum, cite the author, title of the work, and page number for each instance of material which you have copied or paraphrased. You can do this in parentheses after each individual instance, or if you don't want to interrupt the flow of your work, you can do it with footnotes or endnotes. But you have to do it each and every time. By the way, if you look at the philosophical videos that I've done over the last few months, the fine-tuning arguments, the moral arguments, Bible contradictions, and so on, between them, they have refuted most of the chapters of Armando's book, and I've done so without even mentioning Armando or his book, because I haven't needed to. That's how derivative it is. Anyway, back to the big comeback video.
You know, thank God first and foremost, thank the Lord Jesus Christ. You know, without God, you know, I probably wouldn't have been able to, you know, spend such an awesome, amazing time at such a beautiful, tropical place as Hawaii. So,
in the sense that God made Hawaii, this is why I say you should have gone to the Big Island. When I was there years ago, I visited Kilauea.
Oh, that's radical.
On a wide open field of volcanic rock which I was told was only a meter thick. That was intense. Being separated from lava by half my own height of some very young rock. It was those volcanoes which made Hawaii, not divine agency. Or do you mean God is good to you for personally sending you to Hawaii? Did God give you the money? You certainly didn't get it from book sales. My guess is that a relative of yours or your wife's gave you the money to go to Hawaii. I hope you're grateful to them.
now I said I have big news. Now, the big news is this. It may not be big news for a lot of people, but it's big news. It is a career path that I have chosen. That's not going to put aside my ministry because I'm going to be including my ministry in this career path.
A theme I've had going in my recent videos is about how any Tom, Dick, and Harry can call themselves a ministry. When I grew up, I thought that having a ministry meant certain things in the way of, infrastructure. But now people are calling themselves a ministry by working out of their car, out of their bedroom as you're doing, out of their kitchen, whatever. If I wanted to be grandiose, I could say that what I'm doing is a ministry for a reason and clear thinking. But it would feel far too awkward to have a ministry set up in my home office. Call me old-fashioned, call me stuck in the past, but I think more than that is needed for an actual ministry.
And, would it be joining the team? Yes.
That was fucking wild.
If you're expecting me
After all this time,
I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you.
May wishes be fulfilled.
As long as we have you, victory is still possible. Consider that a talisman of protection. It may just save your life one day.
Surely doing God's work is more important than doing your country's work, and so
I cannot allow this travesty to continue.
You're going to preach to your fellow soldiers.
Let us depart.
Lately, I've been training hard in I'm actually
So you can play a guy or a girl. Of course, I picked a girl.
just my experiences.
And the customization options are insane. I didn't use most of them.
I'm sure it will prove useful. It's a medicine created from refined chi. With it, you can heal most wounds.
The channel he's talking about now is up. It's called U.S. Christian Soldier, where God, my family, and my country, and possibly starting from the month you're using for the Gemini as well. It has no content as of this report, and in fact, looking at this video and looking at these documents, there's no mention made that he's actually been accepted into the Army. Not that I expect the Army will take on I mean, it's not like he's applying for a research position, but actually being accepted into the Army would seem to be a critical first step before one of the skills to call himself a soldier, and not as a clinic, a Christian soldier doesn't work.
I can tell you which branch I was choosing, which is the Army. Choosing the Army.
Since when does the Army not accept most everybody?
I decided I'm a certain country.
Like, you have to have a serious... Really? Right.
And on February 23rd, 1991, when Cold War was invaded, it was destroyed in less than 3 hours. How? We just ran it over. We had something called a combat earth mover, which is basically a cross between a bulldozer and a tank. And we just ran the whole thing over and pulled it in. To this day, we don't know how many thousands of Iraqi soldiers were buried alive and without a single American casualty. I'm not saying that serving in the Army is the world. Sacrifice that at one point in history is the best.
Stay behind me, please.
Take a lot of your last shot.
What type of smart thing as a Christian, as a follower of Christ. And I remember Jesus once said that there's no greater love than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends.
Depending on what particular job the Army decides to stick you in, you'll have a better chance of actually changing your life if you work as a pizza delivery driver. Or I was a pizza delivery driver for about 2 years, and in a relatively important part of the country, it's an incredibly dangerous job. Folks, tip your delivery drivers and tip as well.
In the United States, the same country that I devout myself to serve and protect is the same country that also has a lot of people, even on the internet, that dislike me, that hate me, despise me, atheists, agnostics.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your part of health and bullshit today, so we're going to skip a lot of this.
Ah! I'm deed.
Every person who made a bad video about me, every person that made a good video about me,
Have people make good videos about you?
every person that despises me, hates me, left nasty comments.
You don't allow a single comment to exist that is less than 100% praiseworthy of you, which means most of your videos don't have a single comment, except for those left by your sock puppets. Oh, that's right. You don't use sock puppets.
I want to show you, like, there's no way that I can express to you guys enough that I genuinely love you guys. I'm genuinely not hurt by any of your comments or your bothering.
I'm glad you're not hurt, but I'm bothered that you're not bothered. As a rule, people should feel bothered when they've done wrong. You've stolen intellectual property. You pass it on as your own.
And there's no way that I can really express that to you guys. You know, it's one thing to come on this video and say, and none of those because you don't know what you're doing. How much I do forgive you.
You stole intellectual property. You pretended to be the author of books. Let's say so. Since you're a newlywed, let me give you my advice. Ignore the words in the variant. Yeah. Loudly about learn them, don't learn them, it's entirely your lookout. But I have done nothing for which I need your forgiveness, and fuck you for staying on. Now, I'm going to interrupt myself here and talk briefly about his apologetic content. Armando has not abandoned doing apologetics on YouTube, but he does seem to be relegated to his short videos. Found by the science presentation, where he has an echo of the stonequake he's getting from website, although he has been putting effort into rephrasing the stonequake with a warning for to use his videos for elaborating upon them. Let's look at a couple of his apologetic shorts. They're 1 minute long each, and the first one is titled, If You Don't Get It, Then You Don't Get It. I'm going to play the first 90% of the intro.
Atheist is a person who disbelieves or lacks notice how this
I shall protect you from further
deny that. How they may try to smack around arguments like tennis, but ultimately, they just lack what they not. That's like you're talking about his disbelief does not disprove the fact that I'm going to do.
That's true.
It's the same with God. Just because you lack a belief in God does not mean that He does not exist.
That's true.
Because you say you lack a belief in God does not disprove it.
First of all, this is one of the worst produced videos I've ever seen. It's like a creepy Blair Witch style tour of what I assume is his mom's house, from the kitchen to the hallway to, and we'll see his bedroom. Second, so far, pretty much everything he said is true. Atheism is a lack of belief in God, and a lack of belief in God does not by itself disprove the existence of God. That's why it's useful to distinguish between positive and negative atheism. Negative atheism is atheism proper, the lack of belief in God. Positive atheism is a subset of atheism, which is the positive claim that God do not exist. And this claim is supported by arguments such as evil, suffering, divine goodness, the scale of the universe, and so on. If every one of those arguments fails, positive atheism might be the person on its own, but negative atheism will be entirely unaffected. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to spend the first 90% of this video more or less telling the truth. Then, he makes up for it.
It simply means that He does exist. Just like
and there's the UNL logic. If you lack belief in Allah, does that mean Allah exists? You just don't believe in Him. If you lack belief that your wife is a space alien, does that mean your wife is a space alien? You just don't believe it? Best of all, if you lack belief in the medicine of God, does that mean it's true that God doesn't exist? You just don't believe it? Are you proving this truth of atheism? Of course not. What you call simple logic is actually simple-minded logic. Saying you may not believe in God, but He exists anyway, is nothing more than a statement of our respect for religion of matter. It proves nothing. The other reason. The other short video is called The
Here is a new challenge for atheists out there. Why is it that atheists try so hard to argue against the existence of God? Please don't be atheists.
Based on, or at least excused by, the assumption there is a place and there is a need for people to point out why the assumption is false.
But let me just say this. I believe strongly that atheism is gone now. They're either making it wrong, deciding to accept the lies, or they just simply won't.
Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to end badly for you.
Suppressed and driven righteousness. They lie to themselves so much that they believe it.
So, clearly a lot of us have a fair position here because the fact that he's saying that he can do the kind of thing the ladder of the line.
Oh, come on.
Someone who knows that kind of exists and have taken culpable action to suppress that knowledge. I love it when apologists make this claim because it leads to the single most powerful and inescapable argument of the non-existence of God. Premise 1. If God exists, there are no improbable entities. Premise 2. There is at least one improbable entity. The elite deities could reach this. Conclusion, therefore, God does not and premise 2 comes from our own self-knowledge. And what happens specifically negative atheism simply lacks belief in God, that positive atheism is true. It may also be effective against open-minded theists.
If God actually exists, there's no reason why we try so hard or arguments, or those who just live your life in your own ways.
The sheer quantity of jump cuts here is making me nauseous.
But on the contrary, you can't say the same thing on us. It would be wrong for a person to argue and say that us Christians believe in the heart of God does not exist. That's just logically ridiculous. Because if God absolutely did not exist, there'd be no reason to believe. Therefore, the concept of God does not exist.
I have to think
What?
doesn't always believe in God. But again, just a steel venue here. I think what you're saying is that the impetus to believe in God
Set it alarm for 5 minutes?
in the first place. The
5 minutes,
concept of God
starting
is
now.
the same place as the concept of Allah, the concept of Zeus, the concept of Thor, the concept of Sauron, and the concept of Tony Picard. And human imagination in primitive days, when
Listen.
skepticism about what is true in the world.
But because God does exist, it's kind of good.
Your conviction on what? So that we can reverse the argument is that because the concept of the thing proves the actual existence of the thing, the reason we don't reverse the argument is because you have to be both idiot and absurd to claim that an entire religious demographic is deliberately lying about what they believe.
I award no points. And they got the
Anyway, let's wrap up by looking at the end of this comeback video.
That would be a great content. That would put me in a better situation. If you guys didn't know, okay, have a child. We just recently moved back from Texas, and we couldn't afford
I suggest we take a break somewhere.
Allowed us to live in a three-bedroom apartment because we had this extra room. So we've been here.
Here's a historical fun fact for you. 2 years after completing The Wealth of Nations, the book which is probably the single best-known apologetic for capitalism ever written, the author, Adam Smith, moved back in with his mom. So I don't think that's something you should worry about.
Studying, taking practice. So yes, I go back to school.
Much luck with that. If you continue I don't want to hurt you. I want to get you to realize that you did something incredible.
Oh my. Don't do that, you'll hurt yourself.
If we lower that, it might serve as a platform. I have heard, those who have sworn oaths together will share a jade as a sign of their bond. It is even said that those bearing strong chi will be able to harness the great power residing within the jades.
Another aspect of this is strange.
Oh, I could go over there and bite you, sure. What would I do that for? You seem like a nice dog. Yeah. I could bite you. I could. You? I could bite. I could do it. Okay. Oh, nice.
Things have changed in the meanwhile. Usually the text word gives you an idea of how
You
long
want me?
so you sure even the smallest of my tattoos on my face is also practically this artist does a lot of freehand work. Freehanding ink directly into my skin, and you're going against the clock to do it as quickly as possible. To me, that seems irresponsible because it rushed job, except for that.
Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to have good.
You can find deals and you can find people who will do a really good job.
Stay their swords for the
At the same time, though, a lot of times we'll find that there is a reason
This was the village elder's residence.
So I do this really great work really cheap, but then you're also like, I make it really cheap and really fast. Like, okay, so what is this? What kind of job is getting there? Like, discounted time and money for something that's going to be on them, not forever, because these are going to fade really quickly, but they're going to have a loss. Okay, so now we get to where things actively start to piss me off, because truly this is the very bare minimum. So we're talking about tattoos. I think one of the first things anyone would think you would
Dante! What is your problem?
Because when I'm remember, you're talking about the years going into your skin, you're directly insecurity, blood, sharing, contamination, disease. I think my hypochondriacal nature is jumping out here. But really, we're talking about potentially some pretty devastating effects. Like, obviously, a lot of bacterial infection is possible. But how you take care of your tattoo here, just in the beginning of the tattoo itself. Fur touching tattoos with your bare fingers. Touching tattoos that you still in the process of doing, or just finished, aka they are bleeding, they are open wounds. With your bare fingers. Did you think that someone was first tattoo? But yes, there. I'm gonna do like this down to see if y'all can. Okay, so let's see. Stick your teeth touch your butt. No glove. And then you reach over and touch your butt tattoo with your pants. Of course, I'm sure everybody can see that. So, and like, I will take the chair on video of this woman. And like, her work. What are you doing? Aside from that, I did find the video for this.
This was the village. This was the village elder's residence. This is barbaric. So the killing Germans won't even stay their swords for the elderly.
A lot of the times, this thing and
Mostly peasants who suffer from political corruption and natural disasters. Yet,
are very cheap, like $100 tattoo. Now, if you don't have any idea of how much tattoos cost, they are by no means cheap. So when you see something
right past that watchtower. Take this. I'm sure it will prove useful. It's a medicine created from refined cheap.
pass through this way. Perhaps if we can find past that watchtower. Impressive. We're trusting you. Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to end badly for you.
It's already too nebulous there. It's not clear. It has to be black and white for me. So already that weirds me